Ну что, ребята, всем привет, с вами Ричи Плей. Итак, погнали. Disco Elysium. Что-то долго грузится. О, вроде... Да, что-то как-то странно она загрузилась. Ну ладно. Главное, что загрузилась. Это самое главное. Итак, давайте вот здесь мы что-то видим. Буква R, украшена корона, ниже надпись на ленте, свет над погружением. А, мы можем еще вот этими, получается. А, прикольно. Можно, оказывается, еще этими кнопками WASD. То есть не обязательно стрелками. Прикольно. Так, ладно. Вот здесь вот у нас сад. Можно что-то... То есть не сад, а этот, теплица. Да, опа, что-то нашли. О, как все хорошо. Отлично. Супер. 20 реалов. Да, мы там сколько? 70 или сколько мы там должны? Подъемный механизм ржавеет уже на не первый год. Так. Куда он пошел?
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, eternite. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
Давай.
Because
Да
it's
ты
nice and
чё,
orderly.
блин?
Well-laid pallets, easy on the eyes. Rhythmic pattern calms your mind. Mammals like this stuff.
Так, ладно. Прошлый раз у нас получилось с первого раза. Ну ладно.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. Hard to say. Your vision is blurred and you're having difficulty concentrating thanks to cop habit. You look at everything. This isn't case related, you think. The tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message, written in the language. Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling rag and then accelerated straight into the driver proceeded to back out.
Так, ну понятно, нам это все описывать не надо.
Must have been in a hurry.
You are correct. This is a rather motor carriage friendly city. Yes?
Ну-ка, давайте.
Excuse me? Frankly, detective, you are in a deranged state. I can't let you proceed without...
The RCM, or the Revashol Citizen Militia, is the police.
Some you time? This is a police investigation, not a journey of self-discovery. You'll still have your evenings to yourself. You might. It's important not to let one...
The lieutenant is pretty sure style is just a euphemism for... Is it not?
Ну-ка еще раз давайте.
The tracks are as they have ever been. A bit more worn, perhaps.
I'm not sure. There are plenty of traffic accidents waiting to happen in Martinez.
You could follow the tracks south.
Ну ладно, все. Получается, мы все здесь обошли. Подождите. Там написано R. В здании, в котором мы живем, Чё? Инрекс. Ну, короче, сейчас... мы к садовнице должны были подойти. Ну-ка, девчонка.
Hello again, officer.
Ну, вопрос заставил врасплох. Она показана тачку. Это может быть последний снег в этом году. По крайней мере, я на это надеюсь.
Snow has nutrients in it. Helps everything green up in the spring. At least that's what my grandma always
Yes, think about the cute grandma, not the weird snow.
Nitrogen and sulfur mostly. And whatever factories and aerostatics exhale too, I guess.
All you can
Да
see
как так
is the fact
72%
that her
было?
skin is a different color from yours.
Это же вообще не...
That's
Блин, ну как
literally
72%?
all. You're gonna have to run with that.
What does that mean? I don't know. Whatever's on the radio, I guess. What does this have to do with snow? I'm gonna...
We should probably proceed with our business in Martinez. Unless you have more official questions.
Так, ладно, ничего толкового мы у нее не узнали, но все-таки какие-то странноватости есть за ней. Музыка такая успокаивающая. Ну-ка, давайте докопаемся до него. Эй, ты!
The worker is in a deep slumber.
No idea. Looks like he... Possibly because there's a strike going on in the harbor. There's not much to do aside from drinking and sleeping.
Ну, давайте попробуем. О,
There is
успех.
only one way to wake this bone idol from his slumber. Roar like a hurricane. Rip the buildings from the earth.
Слова излишне издать первобытный вопль. Вообще жесть. Просыпайся, это прикол, я здесь знаком. Ну-ка, давай-ка.
Why the yelling man?
Встреча с чем-то летний мужчина медленно поднимает голову и смотрит на тебя с печалью. Мужик, ты чего орешь?
Looks like a Sao descendant. A lot of
Похоже,
Sao
саусского
workers around.
происхождения. Тут много докеров из САУ. Так, ты живой? Выглядишь как жмур. Просто хотел проверить, что будет, если поорать. Мне нужно здесь задать тебе пару вопросов. Ну-ка, давайте первый.
Wait,
Эй,
What?
чего? Я спал
I
просто.
was just
Кажется, он сердит
sleeping.
тебе. Чего,
what do you
начальник?
want, officer? Thank God, no.
The worker stares at you, his eyes dry from sleep, a web of wrinkles.
I don't know what you're talking about, kind sir. Yeah, what about it? You know, people die here every day. Someone's found in a ditch, another one falls in a manhole, a third one gets eaten by stray dogs. If someone has decided to die on top of a tree, then how is it my concern? I can tell you this. Trouble's ahead.
You have a pretty solid feeling that the man's not just mouthing off. He's strong, but even he has reasons to be cautious here.
You heard what I said. Draw your own conclusions. That's all I know, and I prefer to keep it this way.
The lieutenant gives you a little nod, then makes a note in his blue notebook.
That's the name of my employer. I work.
He doesn't sound too enthusiastic about this.
Logistics? No. It's a nightmare. Nate got it. Majoret's got it. He's guarding the gate. I'm just getting some sleep.
The way he says measurehead implies ultimate trust in this head reckoner's physical prowess. He seems like a worthy rival. You should slay him.
We are the workers, the union. Okay, I guess there's also Everard. He's in charge of the union. He's smart, knows how to negotiate. He's got our... Indeed. Help yourself to some... Wait. No.
The dock worker doesn't answer. His head is already back down.
Отлично. Так, можно что-то изучить. Ну-ка, давайте вот это вот. Нормуль. Так, спойте под караоке, пока нет. Осмотрите тело жертвы. Не могу, пока его вырвет, это я точно помню. И нам минус здоровья будет. Так, кто позвонил в участок, чтобы сообщить об убийстве? Угу. Ну, ущерб, понятно. Блин, где его искать? Ну, пистолет нам сейчас нужно будет, я это точно помню, нужно будет пойти в ломбард. Там в ломбарде он будет в курсе. Мы, короче, каким-то образом сдали его, какая-то тёлка забрала. Там будет жердяй замешан. Так, ладно.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's all attaboy. It's coming back to him. You had your mesolimbic reward pathway worried there, not thinking about drinking all that time. It was like you weren't yourself. Forget about the bar. Or don't forget about it. You should totally try to get a drink there too. But first,
Охренеть, забудь про бар, хотя нет, не забывай. Там тоже обязательно надо выпить. Но сперва слезни с прилавка. Пятно, давай побуяним, лежи. Охренеть. Давайте попробуем. Блин, не то нажал. Назад. Хочу. Ладно.
Get your drink on and your act together.
Нам нужно теперь выпить, куда найти. Да, блин.
Yes? What do you want to know? Good.
Ладно. Так, давайте ключ у него заберем.
Can I help? Do I have a shaker in my hand? Is there...
It's not a shaker. It's nothing. He's holding nothing. It is but an imp.
Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I wearing a bow tie? Am I smiling? Do you see me smiling and shaking my little shaker? No. Do you know why? Because I'm not a bartender. I'm a...
Play it calm. This man needs to understand. You need a drink to help the community deal with police stuff.
Мудила, я бухать хочу, первое. Второе, ты недооцениваешь серьезность положения. Я алкоголик, мне нужна доза. Мое топливо, спирт, иначе я не работаю. Если хотите, чтобы я разобрался с телом и делом, нужно заливать мне в рот алкоголь. Ну ладно, мне нужно еще кое-что. Так. Давайте третье, попробуем. Конечно, я бы первое, мудила и бухать хочу. Ну,
Oh, well, in that case, let me
в
pour
таком
you a
случае
nice
позвольте
big
сделать вам большое
refreshing
синее.
marinella. Do you want that out of a glass or a pineapple? Don't be an imbecile. I'm not going to serve you a marinella. I have work to do and broken things to fix. If that was all, I'd like to return to it. What thing? What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business. No, you don't.
Еще как есть падла. Откуда ты...
Fucker. Lay off the swear words. They don't make you cool. This isn't. Besides, the RCM doesn't do search warrants. I know the law. You'll just have to wait for the kitchen to open.
You do realize you can just go into the kitchen at 1300 hours. No need for superstar charm or Sambo style antic. Sambo is an acronym for Samoan boxing. Graceful martial arts stuff.
Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers.
We should find out who this loud faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info. We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men.
There are these things called day.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything
Absolutely out.
absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we... Your body is ready, sire.
Так, пойдемте наверх сгоняем. Подожди, он же нам должен был ключ какой-то дать.
Can I help you? Yes. Have you got it? A lot. For the drinks and broken...
70.
Like what? I was really enjoying talk. Another thing. Great. Yes.
Я помню, что мы ключ у него брали. Это я четко помню. Блин, ну... Я не знаю даже. Может быть, подождать надо. Ладно, сейчас еще полазим по городу. Что-то пока я не вижу никакой такой, знаете, вот зацепочки в плане того, чтобы как бы обозначить вторую серию. Ой, блин. Опа, что здесь у нас?
The door is closed. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you. You should punch a fucking hole in it.
Ну-ка, давайте.
Hey, what is your problem?
That felt good. You slam your fist into the vinyl. It does not produce a hole.
Stop that.
Да ладно, что ты злишься?
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it. Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when... How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that. A carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied. Then smoke them all.
Ну-ка, давайте.
Good. They'll make you stronger and better. You're too old to be cool now. But find cigarettes, smoke them, blam. Instantly a cool renegade. Plus, smoking them gives...
Так, что тут у нас? Ким старается не смотреть на сломанную дверь в ванную. Ну ладно.
The window stands broken.
А, можно же еще вот так делать, а я про это и забыл.
The fan stands. The bed is cold and
Понятно.
a mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression. It's too
Понятное
late.
дело.
Like an image on film,
Неудивительно.
your hands, however skillful, can't manage this task on their
Хорошо, все, ладно.
own. You should get your
А
chain cutters
погодите,
out.
здесь же еще есть возможности, которые можно учить. Бомжико, полицейский бродяга, бомжико, плюс может носить тряпью и не мыться. Хуй с изящным пошатыванием. Копу бродяги не нужен никто ничего, никто не... Ну, понятно, ладно. Необъяснимая феминистическая повестка. Ну давайте тут освоим. Интересно. Ладно, пойдемте отсюда. Стоп.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner.
Таков мой путь.
But it's all just too morbid to ignore. He nods.
No problem, officer.
Ну, ничего, мы сейчас в себя придем, постараемся себя адекватно вести. Ну, все-таки мы не звери же, блин. Можно, конечно, себя как зверье вести. Совсем отбитым. Но, блин, конечно, веселее будет интересно, но... От этого может сюжетка только хуже, мне кажется, стать. Себе врагов наживем. Так, ладно. Так, пойдемте на улицу. А, бабка, поговорим на коляске.
The lieutenant. Wait, who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer. You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin. Take heart, officer. You're still a man. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Да, не уверен, заметили вы, но я не знаю, где я что и делаю. Да и вообще ничего я не знаю. Блин.
Yes, dear.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height, or a grenade explosion.
That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. Whatever do you mean? Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already...
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree. I can assure you with absolute certainty, there are no...
Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie. Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair accessible. Perhaps another time. Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your finance.
You've got guns of steel and a chiseled jaw somewhere under the bloated alcohol layer. Maybe she'd like to sponsor you. Try to force a tear out of your duct. Really rip into the whole emotional aggression thing.
Ёб твою мать, моя жизнь.
Officer, get a hold of yourself, please.
Sweetie, I'm sorry, but I think you need more help than I can give you.
You must be joking. Although our...
It's not easy to assert your right to a decent living.
Interesting idea. This Everard sounds powerful. Maybe...
Oh, I'm sure you would make a wonderful gigolo, dear, with those strong arms of yours, but welfare check?
she's not really lusting after...
Oh, no, I'm so sorry. I don't have money for you. If there's anything else I can do for you, just ask. Of course, dear.
Так, ну ладно. Так, пойдемте, ладушки. Ладушки, ладушки, ладушки. Так. Ладно, город я примерно на память помню. Ну, что я не смог дверь открыть, конечно. В тот сарай. Вообще, конечно, стрёмно вышло. Так, давайте, ладно, пока сгоняем в ломбард. Точно, давайте ломбард. Так, звук. Что у нас по звуку? Так, лучше. Блин, орёт. Так, лучше, да, вроде бы? Думаю, да. Так, это дерево нам не нужно. Нет.
Good morning,
A burly man. His posture is relaxed. Despite his powerful build and the knife in his hand, this man resorts to physical intimidation only infrequently, if at all.
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock. I'm keeping him company and eating this salami.
From the corner of your eye, you see a man in a yellow shirt and grey overalls. Wait.
Very good stuff. Anything I can do for you, officer? I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty... Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here. Especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then. Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins. Sure thing. Want some too, officer?
Why not?
Так, ну, веселый Парнишка, мужичок точнее.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the... This panel usually closes the water lock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. You pull the lever, nothing happens. Nothing happened. A spring brings the lever back. Wasn't there a sign over there saying...
Так, ну понятно, все, хорошо. Это мы и так делали. Так, мусорная, ну-ка, что у нас там? О, как прикольно. Прикольно. Давайте пиджак все-таки оденем, все-таки на улице дубак. Как я понимаю. Так, пойдемте зайдем в этот ломбард. Ломбард Роя. Угу. А, вот он. Стоп.
You see rows of toy soldiers. They're not all big men on
Franco-Nigerian knights.
this set of soldiers.
You're probably... I think their poverty has been Okay. I don't know, I can't...
Everything you pick out
Да что за
seems
фигня?
faded, chipped. Big men on big horses.
Franco-Nigerian.
Ладно.
It's not... What can I do?
His courtesy is not insincere.
Прошу
But he
прощения.
prefers being alone with his
Я
projector.
тебя, кажется,
Just watching the
отвлекаю.
movement of light.
Почти головой.
across
Полиция в
the
этих
wall
районах не
of the
хватает
shop.
критически, это настоящий позор. Ну, теперь РГМ здесь. У тебя в последнее время были какие-то
I
неполадки?
haven't had any problems myself, though some of my customers have complained about...
Who are your customers?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travellers, people looking for a... As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from. It keeps me entertained.
Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what?
Электрохимия. Так, ее можно будет выбрать снова. Возможно, ты поможешь нам в расследовании. Так, кое-что хочу
Let me have a
продать.
look. I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment. Another time, perhaps.
Так, давайте попробуем.
Okay,
Бля.
he definitely is high. Whatever it is, you've probably... Looking at his wares, talking to him, that might...
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have. I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery.
He doesn't know anything. No one likes to see what... The pawnbroker's gaze is already...
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I
What? Sold?
Опа, опа, опа.
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before. Oh God. The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. Truth be told, she was...
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
Так, ладно, давайте подойдем посерьезнее. Так, угару угарами, конечно, можно и поугарать, но давайте посерьезнее. Так, мне это тоже не нравится. А что, если она собирается совершить преступление и свалить все на гражданскую милицию?
You're right that she could cast aspersions on the force. We have to find her.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. And I don't like keeping guns around. My apologies, officer.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can...
Of course.
Так, ну что, все, погнали.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well. One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Is the Harman Welsh W2. Made in Vespa. Designed in Seoul. Plays all reel-to-reel formats. 2mm, 8mm, 12mm.
Так, ну пока
It's
денег
even
у
got
нас
a
нету.
little radio. Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech. Found sounds and music from a variety of genres. Even if police work means playing tapes, sure. You can use it for that.
Так, все, отлично. Так, пойдемте. Так, в ломбард мы сходили. Теперь, наверное, сходим туда на площадь, где эти бастуют. Я помню, что... Так... А, сейчас нужно будет еще с одним пообщаться. Дальнобойщиком. Их там несколько вообще. Но один будет очень весьма подозрительный. А давайте-ка здесь все уже ладно облазим.
I'll be with you in a moment.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the men.
René, you're a man with a fork in the...
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. No, you got this. There's the ball. You're the game.
See? You're munching and...
Ah, mon Dieu.
I hope you pass out from it. You got that.
Trying to throw something as close to a predetermined point as possible. Measuring. This must be the age-old game. Shush. Ignore them. They don't know what they're doing. They're old. You are letting down yourself and the team. Doesn't matter what team. Pick a team. Any team. The blue team. You're letting them down. Get eyes on the ball, Dinky Winky.
Sure, officer. I am René Arnaud, and my specially abled partner here is Gaston Martin. How can we help you? Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely. In Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them? Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have...
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics.
I'm confident they are indispensable in regard to all the paperwork and other administrative duties. No man can afford to turn his eyes to the horizon if his rear isn't secured. If the women folk take care of that, then men can tackle the bigger issues.
The RCM doesn't discriminate. Women are held to the same standards as men. And unlike men, they also have to deal with the very same mentality you two are displaying.
I'm glad at least some people keep a level head in these turbulent times. Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game. I do. Fire from heavy artillery. Why what? Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home. Fine. What do you want now, then? Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Should have fought dirty, like...
It was probably a bit more complicated than that.
This place is a damn beachhead, son. Yes. The military coordinated mountainous was used as one of the 3 footholds in Ravashol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta. This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made
Blood Ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Damn right, son.
He approves of this radical approach. No.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but not...
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revashol, whoever...
You don't even be...
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
I'm just so damn... I would. Instead,
Всё, старый, тормознись.
This is just what the commies wanted. This was the plan all along. This suzerain is the king. Has everyone forgotten already? It's no use talking to you. You was...
Так, все, старый. Отвали нахрен.
I have really...
Yes.
Hello, officer. How... Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really. No, officers.
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the ghost caviar in the Union. Someone must know something.
He means caviar socialists.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always...
Odd. He doesn't seem to be lying, but there's something off here.
I'm not even anyone...
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak properly.
Елдаков профсоюзных в рот набрал, вот они ему говорить-то и мешают. Твою мать, можно мне хоть предложение закончить, прежде чем ты его обосрешь? Как тебе такое? Не против? Его глаза яростно сверкают. Я не какая-то там важная шишка в профсоюзе, я просто знаю Эврора.
Everyone in Martinez knows the Clare brothers.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history. Only heard about it years later, when it had...
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath. There he stands, proud, rigid and alone, like...
Let's try not to get caught in the crossfire.
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties, help with little things. Oh, yes. Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card, but Evrard keeps me on the payroll.
So that's what it was before. Him hiding something. He tries to make it look like he's a big deal in the Union. He doesn't know anything, cause no...
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. I hate the socialist rabble, but even side...
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he needs some... Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the new...
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I don't even consider myself a regular socialist. Politics is not really something I involve myself in, officer.
Ну, я скажу, этот дедок очень осторожный. Очень осторожный.
Officer, I have a vivid imagination. And like...
He just fluffs it up.
Of course. Don't sink into anything. Don't sink into any fight. Only sink into your couch.
I prefer highly adaptable myself. Has a better ring to hit.
Oh, mon Dieu.
No, thank you. For being consummate professionals, you'll have this case wrapped up in no time. Oh, the goal is to throw you bull. As close to the cochonnet as... That's the cochonnet.
Да, но я не вижу там деревянного шара. Вот этот может быть.
Well, then, the players aim to throw their bulls as close to the cochonnet as possible. You'll put that knowledge to good use in 20...
I don't like where this is going, officer. Don't you think we should do something else now?
Так, ладно. Все, погнали. Так, давайте все на площадь. Хватит нам здесь шнырять. В следующий раз пойдем мы в заднюю часть города. Так, вот он, мужичок стоит.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
You sure are, my man. It's the jam, my man. It's a traffic jam. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days. Yeah.
It's official. He too agrees. This is the antechamber of the afterlife.
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the top. Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already. So tell me, what do you need? Nope, don't smoke.
Да ты охерел, ты только что курил, блин.
Some of the other drivers do, though. There's still a few around, waiting for the jam to disperse.
Yup, nothing wrong with that statement. Your senses have nothing to...
You could also check the kiosk down the street. Huh? The bosses, man. Makes sense. It sucks is what it does. It's like, whatever's going on, some pretty... I've heard talk there's a company...
Прикольно здесь погода
yes,
меняется.
From the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
They want to keep that...
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side. That...
Anything else? Us lorry drive, not my thing.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool...
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms...
Relax. He's merely joking.
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of found cargo. Mostly they usually get shipped to Grad in the Occident, though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately. This rockin' beauty. Sure is, like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty car?
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands.
Neat. For carrying large quantities of cargo, not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road. We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The boss is...
The man taps his fingers rhythmically.
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his...
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sense of surprise there ain't more about it. Don't be a stranger.
Всё. Нехер на него время тратить. Так, вот он еще водил, это точно помню.
Welcome to
Так.
Равашоль. Don't you? Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you. It's men like you who...
What he means is, fixation on the Revasholian nation makes it harder for Revashol to actually attain self-determination.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Revashol. I know exactly what you meant. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you be...
Silence. The air between them. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
Пошел ты.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Whatever you say, officers.
Да что ты, блин, будешь делать, а? Ну что ты каждый раз так со мной делаешь?
No.
He's got a smoke right there in his fucking hand.
It's my last one. Why would I do that? I'm an honest man. What, officer? Sorry I couldn't be of any help. Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike. The strike? Oh, they've been at it for a while. A month. 2 months, maybe. But this is... Apples.
Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide.
Look, as detective. I come from a long line of lorrymen. We got ancient rights and... Oh, I'm here to pick up a load of fucking apples, man. Just buy...
Damn, you're not gonna get more out of him on this. He's put up the wall of racism.
It's about biological determinism, natural law. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the
Change the topic. The way he's...
Suit yourself, officer. Hide your face in the sand if you so wish. Oh yeah, they're a big deal. My great-grandfather was a carter. Sure fucking is. We have a guild and everything, huh? Very ancient. Very prestigious. Goddamn right. They've been trying to fuck us out of our heritage in the name of profit. But when they... trusting street...
Так, ладно, все, с тем... Так, здесь у нас магазинчик. Сейчас мы здесь будем искать бутылки сдавать, только нам нужно пакет найти. Так.
A small cap, they're low.
Ой, не грузи.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. You know, the pharmacy. Saint Baptiste.
She is right. Saint Baptiste.
I don't really know what hypnogamma is. Uh-huh.
Ага.
A colorful there, in that dark group.
Sure. If you want something, I can get it for you. Just let me know. But I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
Know this, you will never
Блин, а
finish your
сколько нет у нас
alcohol
денег?
quest if you don't buy beautiful alcohol.
No, Frit only sells legal drugs, like the law says. The pale aged vodka is special, I guess. You know.
Don't worry your pretty...
I mean, I already said it.
You see several packaged...
What is what? It's a raincoat. If you want to buy one, then it's only... Welcome to Frit.
What's that magazine she's reading?
I don't know. Frit? I think they think that the extra tea makes it.
The story goes that
You mean this? This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish. No. I don't like it.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
Okay. I don't really know anything. Not really. No. I don't know. Uh-huh.
Так, ладно.
The tear machine stand.
Oh. It's a machine. You need a... Feel free to use it.
Так, все, об этом не будем заморачиваться. Все, пойдемте отсюда. Ой, что-то долгая серия получается, блин. Пока мы ничего такого интересного не выяснили, узнали примерно, что пистолет какая-то баба забрала, выкупила нашу. Какого-то там старикашку нашли, который знает с профсоюза, но это особо ничего не дало. Подозрительный дальнобойщик. Мусорку открыть. Да
What
ты
did he
чё?
do? You have no idea. High up.
Жесть, жесть, просто полная жесть какая-то. 72%, ты серьезно?
The small, wrinkled woman.
Wait, she's just a distract. Why?
Bastards! We have a right to work! Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Изъёбышь, честно работать. А, изобьёшь.
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes. Good. We're fighting for a cause here.
Right to work!
Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking. Rights of people.
His manner of speaking is wooden, the tone of voice bland and uninspired.
Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the right to work! Right to work! Maybe you should ask, we have family.
So do we, Scott.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. I'm trying to meet their fat boss. I know nothing about a murder. Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. They'd do anything to stay alive.
Right to work!
It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the...
Why not? I see numerous reasons not to pick a side in this local matter.
Pity.
Let us work!
Honest men and women with rights to work. We came here to help.
I have a question. Why do all these...
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market. The rules... We were promised work. We'd be in there, working. If the main gate's locked, would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is. Huge Seminese guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. The access panel is right behind him. Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. And he's trained. I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one's no joke. And my men are tired and hungry. They're workers. Why don't you go arrest them instead? I'm sure...
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home. At least for now. If you...
No! They will!
Так, ладно, все.
Scab?
You're hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells... What did he just call you? A... Oh no, not this again. You just got away from that fucking kid.
No, I said scab. A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses. Beats me. Somewhere in the ground, I think. Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to scab. Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something. We've explained the matters, but they don't listen.
Big guy. He means the leader of the scabs.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops... Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder. I don't believe you. Post L'Aventurier said the same. It wasn't. I'm doing much better here at the harbor. Being my friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits. I don't operate.
If it's so simple, why did the scab?
I walk right past Measurehead and go in. Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Seminese supremacist there. Walk right past, then press the button to unlock the door, then go past him again, and you enter the arbor through the office. Está. Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best met, or you could convert to his Semini supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible. Not yet, no. He's incredible.
Nothing a couple of solid hooks from Dexter and Sinister won't fix.
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Sure. Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
The coin lands into your hand as if it has always belonged there. The swallow returned.
Always glad to help out the RCM. Shame I can't do more. Things are meager at the moment. You know, the winter's fat is slowly running out and all. Still better than scabbing, though. I'm always glad to help out when possible. Not like these slithering scabs. You know, serious.
He's a chatty guy.
Так, погнали. Так, ну нам нужно будет потом туда зайти. В прошлый раз мы, короче, как-то умудрились ушатать этого здоровяка.
Yeah, Measurehead.
Your body betrays your degeneracy. Are you admiring my morphophysiology? It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, I'm Sandwich. You are not in danger. That is precisely the negligence that has led you to so. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Alrul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick. No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done.
Does this remind you of someone? The guy down there?
Look at my craniology. I am the pinnacle of my haplogroup. The pink blob is a bad example, even of yours. It saddens me. You were once an You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. You will be super...
It is, baby, yeah.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the state. Bring your troops to the city. Walls will be...
This is your chance. He's talking. Rip into him with... No, there's a peaceful solution. You could internalize Measurehead's race theory. He would take you as one of his own. Do it now.
Очень низкие шансы.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is...
Do you?
You are obviously a liberal, Sailor. There are 3 categories. Those are a receding genetic. You know the...
Mahoon? Is it in some...
The Maun are proof that...
Colorful...
The Vespert, the other overproduct, as proven by the Maun and the Mess. The indigenous people. The Areopagi. The latter.
The Khoikhos?
Yes. Pinkness is a racial quality. The Khoiko.
Wouldn't he be one?
Its leader, Revashol.
Is it 82,000 years that we...
The mysteries of the people. The revolution. The revolution is fatal. Enough of tips, the F. Lesser. The mosquito is born still.
It seems unlikely.
You are right. Then there is the Khoiko. This will, but enough. It is cruel to You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask. You need to internalize what you have heard here today. Then return to me. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Ravasholian. Your love for disco music and venereal disease? There is not. I cannot possibly. Oh, don't be. Mr. Clare. Also, of course, above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large. Tell me, rock and roll. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. The South, we are. I am a descendant. No. I'm from... You have heard enough about our phylogenetic...
I think this racist is better than the last. But the next...
That will be the...
He will grant us 3 wishes.
Your pedomorphic friend has quick wits. A protruding occiput and an indented zygomatic bone.
The lieutenant does not.
You should keep him close. The congenital defect of farsightedness does not render him a complete invalid. Racists are generally not very good at... I am not like them. You exhibit forward projection. This leads me to conclude your racial...
He's right there. It's almost impossible to get it on unless you're both drunk. It's too scary when people are sober.
Ну, понятно.
How did this... You must be out of your mind, degenerate.
Your fist cracks in his hand like a ripe apple. Pain shoots up into your brain as he's twisting it more and more.
The words to the song have changed. Say.
Your hand twists in his grip and the pain blinds you.
Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization any further.
Ну ладно. Окей.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint. So cool. From a distant sunset, a stage light. What are you? Deaf? Yeah. With a sudden flash.
Так, ладно. Блин, не получилось, конечно же, нам. Нам придется, короче, изучить вот эту современную расовую теорию, потом подойти к нему. Давайте с этим нашим китаёзным другом поговорим. Так.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I may have to shoot random civilians, because that won't get us anywhere.
Да, скорее всего, Ким кореец, так. Не китаец. Так, это не приблизит нас к цели. Я даже не уверен, что тот, но единственная пуля из моего пистолета...
I'm not even sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that hook.
The lieutenant groans. That's right. You should do it again.
Блин, ну думаю, все, давайте сейвиться. Продолжим в следующий раз уже. Полазим в другой части города. вновь сюда вернемся, как раз изучим эту теорию, или что он там сказал, короче, не важно, ладно. Так что, ну, думаю, все, ребята. На этом пока все. Ждите продолжения. Всем пока.